Welcome to 2013's Taste of Philadelphia. I'm Mark DeCarlo. We are going to do some cooking right now. How's everybody feeling this evening? I like it. I know, it's 3:30 on a Sunday and you all been drinking all day long. I know most of you are here just to rest as opposed to actually pay attention, but that's fine. I am happy to be your babysitter while you try and sober up to drive home. I know exactly what's going on here. It's been a long weekend here. We've been doing demos all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And quite frankly, we don't know what's left in the fridge. So what we're going to do now is something we do at home all the time. And to do that, I need to introduce my partner on our show. It's called the Fork on the Road Show. It's the #1 food and travel show on iTunes. Please welcome Yenny Alvarez, the traveling diva.
Hello. Hi.
So we travel a lot for work. We travel all over the country performing cooking shows, and
It's a good job.
it is a fun job. And sometimes when we're home, we've forgotten to shop. So what Yenny is very good at.
You mean I forgot to shop?
That's exactly right.
That's what you mean.
I take out the garbage and you shop. That's how we work it.
I like that.
And what she is very good at is opening the fridge and seeing whatever's in there and then somehow turning it into a good dinner. So because we don't know, we have no idea what's left in the fridge. This is a cooking experiment, an improvisational experiment. I came out of the Second City Theater in Chicago, and Yenny came out of Cuba, where everything has to be improvised.
Yes.
Right?
That's pretty much how my mother made it.
All right, well,
Let's figure it
let's
out.
look and see what's in the fridge, and we're going to find out what we're going to cook.
I'm going to tell you what we have.
We need a
have-
protein first.
Okay, a protein. We have pancetta.
Pancetta.
Use that.
Pancetta.
You can use pancetta on everything. Like bacon, everything tastes better with pancetta.
Right.
We have, let's see, what are these meats? Pasta. This is already made. This is going to take too long. Okay, so let's make something with tuna, and we have greens. Okay, so that means we're going to have a salad. This is arugula, micro herb sampler, yummy. We have
Micro-herbs are herbs
greens.
that only a microscope can see.
Okay, so let's do this. We're going to have a salad,
Do we need
and our
crushed
main
tomatoes?
thing is going to be tomatoes. I would love some
There's
tomatoes.
crushed tomatoes in the top.
No, not crushed, nothing with a can. Let's use regular
what are
stuff.
those?
I have no idea what those are.
They look like buffalo testicles. Okay, we don't need those.
What is this?
Flowers.
Ooh, edible flowers.
Ooh.
I love edible flowers. Okay, we have that. So we're gonna make,
Big
let's
red
make
pepper?
seared ahi tuna. I'm gonna make it with olive oil and do we have garlic?
I would assume so. We're in Philadelphia.
Garlic, olive oil.
We have
Garlic
fennel.
is right here.
Want some fennel?
Fennel, yes, I love fennel. You know you're gonna be making all the chopping.
Right.
All right, I would love some olive oil, salt and pepper. What is this?
All right, so
Okay, perfect.
what are we making?
We are going to make seared ahi tuna with pancetta and a arugula herb salad with, lemon. Do we have lemon?
I saw
A
lime.
lemon vinaigrette and some fabulous tomatoes and fennel and edible flowers. So let's do that. I am going to warm up the oil. This is
Thank you,
good,
right?
extra virgin olive oil from Italy, which is really the only olive oil that you need. We are going to turn this on.
All right. I will dice up some. First of all, I'm going to pour myself some wine.
Ooh, yay!
That's white wine. You can
White wine? You know what? I think we have some Moscato. We're going to be giving you wine as well at the end of the meal. Let's see. I saw Moscato and Chardonnay. Why don't we open the Moscato now for us? You should always drink a little bit of wine while you're cooking. It makes you feel better, and you know when you're happy, the food tastes way better.
And if you screw it up, you got a little buzz on it so it doesn't
So
go
you don't
bad.
care. Okay. I'll have a little bit of that Moscato with these glasses. I think our friend Becky is selling these glasses. She personalizes them and everything. They're fantastic. I love them. So I'm going to be using that for my... It's back there. The Moscato is back there. So I would love some chopped garlic, some pepper, and I usually put it right on the olive oil because I like all the tastes together. And then it gets encrusted in the tuna as you sear it. A little bit of salt to bring out the flavor. A lot of garlic, the more the merrier. So chop up my garlic for me. Do you have a spatula? Do I have a spatula? Thanks. Okay. Well, I don't know if I can do this. There. More garlic. There you go. Fennel, no, the fennel is going to be for the arugula. So basically you warm up the olive oil. I think I need a little bit more heat. Aha! Figuring out a new oven. It's always a challenge.
And the way we do this is, you know, we tend to buy the same kind of things over and over again. So when you get stuck with something in the fridge that you probably didn't know that you had anymore, you got a couple recipes in your pocket that you can use. Seared ahi is always a great thing. It's great protein. There's no gluten in it. It's a real clean source of protein for you, very healthy. And of course, olive oil. You can't go wrong with olive oil.
And garlic, always garlic.
Right. Are you want Moscato to drink, or do you want Moscato to...
I want Moscato to drink.
There you go.
It goes well with me.
It's a good pairing with Cuban yeni.
Ah.
Good. You want more garlic?
Yes, please. We could always have more garlic. Garlic is very good for you. If you have a cold, mix it in with olive oil. Do we have any onions? And I'm going to throw in a little bit of pancetta, because I do believe that everything is better with bacon. And syrup, maple syrup, depending what you're eating. Let's see. Smell that.
Red onion for in there as well? Onion in there?
A little bit of onion. Okay. Now, this mixture is very easy to make, and you just need to cook it for a little bit.
Right.
More olive oil.
Always. And you're also using leftovers. Lots of times you keep this stuff, you know, you keep this stuff in your fridge and it goes bad. This way you get to use it and you don't lose it.
Yeah, I
Do you have any idea what you're doing, or you're making this up completely?
No, I've actually made this before and it came out absolutely wonderful because all the tastes get in the olive oil, and when you put
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another winner.
Thank God!
Pedro's Wine says Yvette Benos has won
I don't think
the
they know
gift
how to say that
certificate. They can
name.
pick it up at the Pedro's Wine booth.
Okay.
Yvette Benos.
No more, that's it.
All right.
That already has to be cooked. Okay, so now we're gonna put the tuna in there. The tuna it's not frozen. You put it in there lightly for just a little
We're going
bit.
to sear
before you
each
turn
side
it.
quickly.
Yeah, before you turn it around. Remember the order in which you put it in, because you don't want to cook it too much. You want the center to be still kind of like sushi.
Called rare.
Rare. Okay, so when you see the bottom of the tuna getting a little white, which is beginning, the heat is beginning to go through the tuna, you don't want it to get too much, so you turn it around in the same order that you put it in there, because you want the center to be rare. And now, as I'm doing this, all the flavors from the olive oil and the garlic and the pancetta are getting in the tuna, because they're already in the olive oil.
Did you have ahi-grade tuna growing up in Cuba?
I did not. This is a recipe that I learned in New York City, because I moved to New York City when I was very young, and one of the first things that I wanted to taste everything, because I like tasting weird stuff. So one of the first things I had was sushi. And, you know, for a Cuban, we don't have anything that's not cooked. I mean, talk about, we're right close to, we're in the Caribbean, so even our chicken, I mean, jerk chicken from Jamaica is charred. Okay, we're done with this. So I need a platter. So now when you see the tuna is a little bit white on top, a little bit white on the bottom, and the middle is still rare, then you start taking it out so that it's not cooked all the way through. Okay, I'm going to take it out of the heat. But it's still going to be cooking. And now it's time to move it out. Yum. Okay, we're going to need to slice these so that everybody can have a taste. Oh, that looks delicious. I put it on top. And I like the juice because I love the pancetta and the olive oil. And I like the juice, so I drizzle the juice a little bit on top with a little bit of onion, not onion, with a little bit of lemon and make kind of like a vinaigrette. And as he's slicing this, I'm gonna be putting together the greens. Let me turn this off. With arugula. And if I could have a little bowl so I can mix the onions, no, just mix it in there.
This is another great thing about marrying a Cuban girl. You don't need a radio or music in your house. There's just always noise. There's always someone talking.
It's not noise.
No, that's true. It's not noise. But there's always a soundtrack. Put it that way.
You like my soundtrack.
Yes, I
My
do.
soundtrack, I can even sing for you if you want me to.
Sing right now.
Okay, I would love for you to cut for me. This is a good thing about having a husband because he'll slice up the stuff while you're making the food. I would love for you, actually, I'm going to do it right here. With this.
How good are these Gunther Wilhelm knives?
Ooh, these are good knives. I think we should get more knives. Our knives are kind of at the end of the road at home. So I think we're going to be taking home some knives from here. These are good. You got to be careful with these knives though.
We'll carry them on the plane. What could happen? Gunther Wilhelm knives. They're one of our sponsors. They're fantastic. And one thing you don't want to do is
Wait, they're one of your homes. Why don't we have them at home?
They're one of the sponsors here.
Okay. You know we're going to be going home with some of these. Actually, we'll ship them.
It'll be easy to sneak onto the airplane.
Okay, so right now I'm just mixing a little bit of onion. Why do I keep saying onion? A little bit of lemon with the greens. I'm going to put in a little bit of pepper. And I would love some fennel.
Some fennel is already cut.
Okay, thank
There's
you.
your fennel.
Drop it in
Mix
there.
it up.
Thank you so
Show it
much.
on the camera so the ladies watching TV can see it.
Aha. Wait, where is it? Is that it?
No, you got it. I'd say
Fennel. Aha. So, and now I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil with the pancetta, just so that I get the taste of it all along with the greens.
And don't leave the pancetta out. Folks, when we're done, we're going to be passing out this food. We're also going to be signing copies of my book over here, A Fork on the Road. You can follow us on the interweb. We do a food and travel show every week on iTunes. It's called The Fork on the Road Show, which is the name of the book, so you can subscribe to it for free. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm Mark DeCarlo at Twitter. Keep up on where we are and what we're doing. And we'd love to meet you, so come by and grab a book. When you get a book, you get a certificate for a trip to Cancun for 5 days for $170.
That's always good.
That's a special gift just for getting the book, coming by and saying hi. Follow us on Twitter, and listen to our show every week. Next week, we're going to be doing a full Philadelphia show. We've been doing interviews all weekend, so that'll be fun.
I'm gonna start putting together the little plates.
I think we have people to do that, don't we? Or no? Are you guys done?
I think they're good. Well, I like the
Let's
presentation.
put together the art.
Okay.
Oh, here they are.
Okay.
So we have our tuna.
Tuna.
Why don't you plate one to show people what it's supposed to look like?
Okay. We're
Tuna
gonna
came out
get a little
good.
bit of arugula. And I actually want to add in there some edible flowers. I don't know if you can get them in your local marketplace, but I personally, I just like the fact that they're edible flowers. You're eating flowers. We never had that in Cuba.
No.
So I like that.
Okay.
This one's too big. And we are going to put a little piece of tuna here. And I want to add, the juice on top of it. Because that is always delicious.
Garlicky pancetta juice. So that's what it looks like.
You see it?
There you go. Completely improvised food.
Looks like a real dish, doesn't it?
So all you really need is a fridge full of food from a food show to be guaranteed of having something.
I'm going to add a little bit more of the greens. Okay, fantastic. So that everybody can have nice green salad. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that lemon that you're walking away with. Woo! And the juice again. Because it takes.
Does anybody have any questions before we wrap up here? Again, you can follow us on the iTunes. The show's called Fork on the Road Show. We come out with a new show every Thursday.
We also interview a lot of different chefs.
Celebrities, musicians, anybody that travels and eats for a living, we are talking to. You can also come by and get a signed copy of the book, A Fork on the Road, get your Cancun vacation, and follow us on Twitter, at Mark DeCarlo and at Traveling Diva.
Just add a little bit.
We'll get this plated up for you.
Thank you. I'm actually going to grab these because I want them to add the edible flowers in there as well.
Get the juice.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, the juice. Yeah. Wait. Let me do that. It's hot.
Yes, it's
No
hot
better.
juice. It's the best kind of juice, really.
So yummy. I love the combination of the onions with the pancetta and the garlic. And I added a little bit of pepper.
You have to. And salt. It's a flavor
Salt.
amplifier.
And I'm going to be putting these on each one.
Any
So
questions?
that everybody gets a little bit of pancetta.
Any answers?
Also add a little bit.
Anyone have any questions about Cuba? If you have 20 minutes, she'll be happy
That's
to
always
answer
the
them.
question. In just a little bit.
All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. That is Yenny Alvarez, the Traveling Diva. I'm Mark DeCarlo. We'll see you at A Fork on the Road. Thanks very much.
Thank you, guys.